Greetings. Yeah. Mm. Pramanjali.
Isaac?
Yeah. Afia,
Can you hear me?
okay. I do hear you. Two people raised their hand at the same time. You and Afia. I think Afia was a little bit before you, and so if I can be with her, then I'll be with you right after. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Afia.
Can you hear me like this?
I hear you. Yes. Resting like this, do you sense any boundaries?
My mind is trying to figure out what boundaries is. Like, what?
Yeah.
feels like dissolving, but totally in the body.
Yeah.
Like not dissolving into space, but dissolving while feeling all my cells.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
But it was like that for me, and I was just, wow, it's like this zero boundaries here. This is just like energetic, galactic love meeting love, something like that, just beauty.
I so love how my system trusts your system, that yeah, it can just fall like I can speak, but I don't have to. Thank you, Isaac. And thank you all for this.
Thank you. Samia. Can you see me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I hear you and I see you perfectly.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to put your picture. Yeah, so now I see you better. Oh, I'm very happy to see you. Just wanted to feel you or be with you.
Yeah, so welcome.
Thank you. There's excitement, and I just feel my heart beating and not much else. It feels very tingling all up here. There comes nothing to say. Thank you very much.
Love, more love. Yeah.
Bye.
Exciting times in the world. And wow, so much going on. How is it in Europe at the moment with this, I would say, the response to guess everyone will have a different perspective. Here it's crazy.
We have a sort of half lockdown. Not totally lockdown, but half. All the cafes and restaurants are closed. Wow. So we're heading to the second lockdown again, I think. And I heard there will also be a third lockdown. So yeah, it will take a few months. not much protesting here. I see a lot of videos around the world of protesting, also from Australia, and but here it's quite still.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking that it's so unlikely that I'll be able to travel next year. I mean, because normally by now I would have booked my tickets and made my whole schedule and stuff. I see it's just not possible. Judith.
Yeah. Hi, Isaac.
just for absolute fun, nothing else, because it's quiet and there's no, it's just exploring how okay is it to really enjoy. To totally like, yes, just absolutely. And just see what that brings, if anything. And then just whatever feels right in the moment. You know. Anything that comes to speak?
Not so much.
No.
You were asking about how it is here, and there are a lot of infectious people at the moment here, and the hospitals are quite full and almost overfull, and the ICs are piling up. So there's quite a lot going on in the hospitals right now.
Wow. You know, it's so hard to get clear news because, you know, I was looking at some sources that I trusted, and the number of cases going up, but that's because they're testing a lot more. Mm-hmm. But the number of deaths in almost all the countries has gone down. It's almost like a flat line. There's not many deaths happening anymore. Mm. And they like, yeah. But, and the graphs between Sweden, who did almost nothing, and other countries that did extreme measures, the number of deaths is almost the same. It's quite, I mean, but if you can believe any figures, that's the trouble at the moment.
Yes, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, for many people, they they don't even know they had it. Some people have some symptoms, and it's not nice. If you, yeah, it's interesting times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Thank you, Isaac. Lovely to see.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi, Isaac. I would love to connect. I'm here.
I see you, Katerina. Katerina.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. I changed to speaker view so I can see you better. Hi.
Okay, good. You can see?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So always when I connect to our field, I feel this softening.
Yeah. It's quite amazing what this Sangha, what kind of field it generates together. It's beautiful.
I actually struggle every morning to come, let's say, to through. You speak often about this moment when we wake up, this transition, and it feels like all the fear and let's say shitty stuff that is happening in my life, like a dark, like a birth, you know, to go through it until I can meet me in my day, let's say myself in my. It's a strange balance between finding activity to feel alive and finding the love to not be so much in fear. So it's so nice to meet you in the morning. And this COVID thing here, I have this impression that I don't know. I agree a lot with you, but it's not about agreeing even, but it's super strange. And I feel something, why, because now I did a test. I thought I could keep myself out of this, but I have this little symptoms since a week and they don't go away, and I have to teach next week. So you start to feel like I go buy some lemons and I feel like, am I a spreader now? Am I a spreader? You know, that's what's happening. And it creates this feeling of, okay, what's my responsibility now? How can I behave that I, in these conditions, still feel good with me and the others? And
Sure.
yeah.
Funny times. I mean, you know, in other years, if you had a little bit of a cold or something like that, I mean, you would just, oh, well, dark, you know. It's not someone catches a cold or so, but this has been blasted in such a way that then now, am I a spreader? Am I being responsible? It's just like, it's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm very, how do you say, the contrary of, I have a lot of mistrust. Like really like a lot of
Yeah.
what the heck
Is going on, you know, and so let's make some distinctions here. The difference between just seeing clearly, like, you know, that a lot of this doesn't make sense, and then mistrust.
Mhm.
They're quite different, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I could feel it
Yeah.
when I said it. Yes.
Yeah. So one is, I mean, I look, okay, wow, it's just, it doesn't make sense to me at all, the response. And I can see from where I look, it's like there's a big agenda with it. So that's what I see. And then I can go, you know, that's wrong, that's bad, that's good. I don't know that. I just know that the response, in my view, in my discrimination, I could say like that, is completely out of proportion to what's happening. So I see that and I go, okay, so there's an agenda. Okay, what's the agenda? And I look and see how it seems to me. That's all I know. And then, you know, what practical steps can I involve myself in to invite love and beauty in this world? So that's how it processes in me. And I see, you know, like there's a lot of energy going into getting people to feel afraid and to feel guilty and to feel confused. And I can see it. I don't need to take the invitation. It's not interesting to me. So that's how it seems to me. I just say, okay, well.
I would love to sit with you for a moment.
Oh, so welcome. I don't know if that was helpful, what I just said. Yeah.
I could very clearly see the distinction between a general mistrust, which is projecting a dark force, which wants to make something to humanity, which is really, really bad. So
Yeah.
this is there.
But to me, I don't think that's. I think that's actually what's happening. But then with if there's a judgment about it, or if fear comes relational to that, that's more interesting to me, because to me I look at it like, hey, wow, there's some funny stuff going on here. But it's been going on for a long time. I mean, it's not new.
No.
So, you know, in a certain way now it's just becoming, yeah, more extreme and more easy to see what's going on. Also at the same time, just then to watch where somehow our system goes into that and all that stuff, you know, it's just how to be at peace in the midst of all this craziness, because I mean, that's really what's interesting to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think to all of us, actually,
How to
be little islands of peace and beauty, you know, that's just.
I would like to look with you. I am in this separation process, and I try to be in peace with it, at peace with it. And I find it's really challenging to find this I feel like an onion, you know. I feel like I'm doing this process. The more I integrate the pain of letting go somebody I love, the more I can hold in the outside, be ready to say, okay, I mean, I have to be ready to let go of some attachment I still have. And some
So let's start with that. What is the attachment to? Is the attachment to an idea?
Yes.
Okay, so there's an attachment to an idea. It's not even to a person, it's to an idea, yeah?
Yeah, but the person is the fill in for the idea.
Yeah, but that's why we're just getting clear now, just to see what's the attachment actually to. And then if you want to keep playing with that, who is it that's attached? There's something that we call attachment.
Something that what we call?
That there's something that we call attachment because there's some pain. And we say, oh, that's attachment.
No, I feel that there is a feeling of abandonment, being abandoned, being not some needs of being connected to that I expect to happen in a so-called relationship do not happen. And this
I understand. Okay, so you can see, wow, a lot to explore.
yeah. And then I see how I can now observe how my system clings to it and can create this immense feeling of being abandoned and being hurt and being ignored. Or I can see it and observe it and decide to go somewhere with my attention. This is what I'm like now observing or playing with.
Yeah, so we're here now, yeah? Don't do anything. Okay. And now, as we're sitting here, like I see a smile on your face, and it looks like you're enjoying in this moment. So now let's just watch what happens and let's see. And you just tell me what you notice as we sit here and enjoy. Where did your attention go? To the future, to the past, to an idea?
It's a receiving of your friendliness.
Oh, okay. So, and that feels not, how does that feel?
Very softening and touching. And so
Okay, beautiful.
It touches me, and then my mind goes to, oh, this is what I miss. But why? Why do I go there? I don't even have to.
Okay, beautiful. So you're getting it right now, and then your mind goes to, well, this is what I miss. Okay, cool. So just to watch that little movement. Yeah. So just thank the mind. It's a thought. Basically, it's just a thought. Okay, and then so you see that thought coming. Now, is that thought more valuable than meeting beautifully in this moment? No. Okay, so now we wait for the next thought. Okay, let's see the next
Oh, okay. No thought coming.
No thought coming. It's amazing, like you know, I know this movie from my own experience from, you know, oh, I'm not getting what I want here. And, you know, I need to the rest of my life like this. I got to make a change. I got to do something because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in this terrible pain forever. And, you know, like, so I know the movie, you know, I've directed in that movie and I've played all the parts, I could say, yeah. So then coming back to just here again. Okay.
Now it would be nice to be in the real world. To be in the real world, like the body world, it would be nice.
And where are you?
I am in the real world. Yeah, I just feel when this melting happens,
Yeah.
then there is a longing for touch, just like
Yeah,
connect.
I understand. Of course, touch is lovely. Yeah. And feel the longing for it. Just, oh yeah, I would love to be held and to make love or to kiss or whatever your fantasy is, you know. Just,
Cuddle, just feel the body.
yeah, okay, good. And you can actually even,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, what a sweet body, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so little necessary, you know.
It's amazing, yeah. So just
Oh, thank you for this immense friendliness. It's just so.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right? It's just to be with each other and to explore and to inquire into all these movements of mind. And yeah.
It's opening.
Mm.
Yeah, it's opening the body actually.
Mm, for sure.
It feels like an allowness to. So interesting how from the outside in this softening enters and allows more parts of the body to
Yeah.
release and relax.
Yeah. I just feel the touch of the galaxy right now,
Yeah.
of life, just touching. Yeah. Like the richness.
Yeah, the more I feel like my womb, you know, like the more I can drop here and open, the more wide it gets at the same time.
Mm. Mm. It doesn't mean that then the mind doesn't go, oh, it'd be nice to have a cuddle or you know, mind does that. It comes up with all kinds of stuff that just, you know, in a certain sense, it's like, okay, I see the mind doing that. And then, wow, just right here. Right here. Go with the thought about what's lacking or be with what is, you know, it's like make it simple, yeah.
it's so simple. You know what really happens to me with these masks? That just to see a human face, a friendly human face, is like so precious.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you for your vulnerability and your honesty. It's beautiful. And just to play on that edge and just feel, oh wow, where does it just drop into? Oh, yeah, this is so beautiful. And I want something different. And it's just, I mean, really, it's a thought. That's all it is. It's not more. Yeah.
I can feel your love. It's very beautiful to receive it. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
All Sangha.
Yeah. Yeah, beauty.
Hey, Isaac.
I see you.
Okay.
Something's happening. How do you?
Yeah, I feel more joy coming.
Oh, fantastic.
And more connection.
Yeah.
And you know, I can feel so strong, like extremes. Like on one side, when Esther was speaking, I can recognize that that sometimes my system stops feeling.
Yeah.
When it's too painful, the tendency is to stop feeling. And then when I can connect with being soft with the stopping of my system, then it's fine.
Yeah.
And then other moments, then it feels like I'm living in a different kind of bubble. Because then I feel so much joy and love and aliveness. And then it feels like with this building of the tree huts, then there is so much happiness. And then there are coming so many presents by people coming by and are so becoming enthusiastic and they want to help. And then, you know, I have this like, whoa, on one side, there is this happening with this COVID and controlling and censoring. And on the other side, it feels like there's so much light coming in.
It's to me, it seems like a big opportunity. So we'll see. I mean, it's just I see the same thing you do, that some people are really getting so sweet in it and vulnerable, and you know.
Yeah.
And other people are tightening up like crazy, and you can't help it. It's just this.
Yeah, and then actually, it feels to me that what you said, it's like that it's being asked from us how to be with it, how to be with what touch is being touched in the other, how to be what is being touched in me. Yeah, like that. It feels so human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a way, it's after the death of my brother, I realized in a different way that I had to I couldn't stay in connection with my father when he was very depressed and very psychotic. I couldn't stay in connection with all three of my brothers if they were too depressed. And I see that instead of, you know, I could feel the hurt, the sadness in me of being not able to. But at the same time, I could also see the feeling the compassion of not for myself, of not being able.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually it feels like the same with all this stuff what is happening now. It feels like sometimes I'm able to stay open and feel compassion, and sometimes I'm not able when there comes anger or something else. Yeah.
Sure.
And I feel very much held and grateful by that you came on my path in this life.
Ah, fantastic.
So, yeah. Yeah. Because it showed me so much more than this little bubble I was living in. Mm. And I feel so much more open. Mm. Yeah. Open to love, open to light, open to different possibilities. Yeah. Yes.
Beauty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ina. Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Isaac. It's James.
Hey, James. I see you.
Got to say hi before the time ran out.
No worries, mate.
It's interesting. It's amazing all the things that are happening online now because of, I guess, the situation. I reconnected with my Aikido club in Melbourne, which is the teacher's been giving sessions. And it's interesting what he talks about. I mean, he talks a traditional Japanese kind of terminology, like he says, people are in mushin, no mind, and then they engaged by, their attention's engaged by something, and they go into zanshin, which is awareness of being aware without, I guess, feeling fear or all these things. And when they finish, they go back to mushin. So I guess it's a kind of peculiar samurai version of meditating.
It sounds.
It's fun to do, like if you can, like I guess in this system, the mind is very active. It's a challenge, but then it's also when you're doing a particular practice like that, it then becomes habitual to switch off and become one with your body type, the mind and the body, not to be trapped in the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun reconnecting with that. Yeah, and another thing that's become kind of apparent is how reality has kind of like the different dimensions or different layers. So there's I guess it's and energy and atoms and all this kind of stuff. And on one level, there's us, like humans, and what we do and stuff. And then there's other stuff happening, sort of like it's not like underneath. It's kind of like all happening at the same time.
Same time, yeah.
And it's kind of like, you can switch your attention between this stuff, happening at different levels, kind of, if you want to call it that. And it's kind of it's quite amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real pleasure to be here with everyone, you know, like connecting with fun. So very grateful.
Yeah, for me too. It's
People sharing their
lucky.
personal.
Yeah. As your system is taking the invitation that's coming through me, what do you notice?
Kind of a little bit of an internal dialogue here and there, but the self-consciousness that's like, you might say, habits or whatever. It's kind of like being conscious of that and then letting that, like releasing it, like not.
Oh, fantastic.
There's even a sense at the beginning of being a little bit embarrassed or being like a child or something, you know, and and then recognizing it and then thinking, well, don't need that, let it go. So, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I felt all of that. That was, you described beautifully.
And then there's kind of also expansion. Like I feel all the systems feeling connected, you know, to everything.
Yeah.
Really. Like I was in a garden before, touching the plants, and I was just amazed how succulent all their leaves were. You know, I was thinking, hey, I these plants all the time. You know, like what's going on here? Like this juicy and fun. You know.
Yeah, fantastic.
The world's beautiful.
Yeah. Great change.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So you guys have all had a time change, so obviously some of you recognized it and got here at the right time, or whatever time you got here. Anyway, so now this whole time story for a little while. Yeah, big love to you all. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, Pavitra, for hosting. And yeah, just beautiful. What's the What time is it in Europe when it's 7 o'clock here now?
It's now 11 o'clock in a.m. in the morning.
So 9 o'clock would
11.
be your. So
9.
when it
We
starts
started
is
at
9
9.
o'clock. Okay,
Yeah, we
great.
started at 9.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
I'm very grateful to have you in the morning so early. Namaste.
Oh,
No.
Thank
yeah,
you.
thanks. Cool. Yeah, ciao.
Sorry, at the end, a disturbance.
Yeah.